What up? So, now let's move on to some things that you can try. If you know how to do these, awesome. They'll definitely prepare you for bigger, better things down the road. And if not, you get to learn something new. So the first thing that we're gonna do that you can hopefully practice at home, I have this rug here. It's more comfortable than like the hard floor, but not quite as comfortable as like a gymnastics mat. So kind of just, you know, gauge it for yourself. If you're on a surface that hurts, try and get something, try to move to a surface with that's a little bit softer, but be careful. We're gonna do a tripod headstand. Be careful that you don't have a surface that's gonna shift underneath your head. Since we are going on top of our head, it could be something where you put your neck in danger if you're not doing it right. So the first thing I want you to think about is spinal alignment, trying to keep your spine as vertical as possible. The next thing is we are gonna have, we're gonna make a triangle out of both hands and the top of our head. Tri as in 3, tripod as in the thing that my phone is sitting on right now. So if you could think about making a little triangle, like I'm gonna put my head here and then make a triangle to where my hands go. That's like the best setup. You don't wanna be in a line with your hands in a line. So I'm gonna show you from the side so you can see it. Take my head, put it down on the mat, and then I'm gonna put my hands where my eyes can see them, not up here by my head. You're gonna keep your elbows in close to your body. A lot of people like to do this, which lowers the amount of support that you have while you're on your head. Yeah, what's up, special guest? Wanna come make a special guest appearance?
Yeah.
For sure. In the meantime, one hand here, other hand here, you can stand up on your feet, and then you're gonna put your knees on your elbows one at a time, just like that. If you're confident in this and you've built a sturdy tripod, then you can start bringing your legs off of your tripod. Yeah, manipulating them, trying different things. Once you have this, I would definitely try straightening them towards the floor. There's definitely a lot of tricks that you get from here. So much for a special guest. Okay, so that's the tripod headstand. Practice it. It's really about finding that balance point between your head and your hands and finding a comfortable space that you can repeat. So at this point, when I do it, I really just kind of throw it. I just put my head down, yeah, and come up off the ground. But again, if you don't have it, hands down, stand up on your feet first. Yeah, so I'm on the hands of my feet and my head here. And then I put my knee on the back of my elbow. Yeah, once I'm sturdy here, I can lift my other leg up and do the same. All right, so the next thing that I'm hoping you have enough room to do in your house is the worm. I get a lot of questions about how to do the worm, but if there's a lot of people in class, it's very hard to find the space to do it. And I don't really use it in my choreography. So maybe if I get somebody that does a really dope job, we'll put it in there. So there's 2 ways, forwards and backwards. I consider that direction that you travel. So if I keep my feet first, it's gonna make me travel forward. If I lift my legs up first, yeah, it inches me forward. If I lift my head up first, this way, I go backwards. So I think forward is easier than backwards, and we do it like this. If you start from a push-up position, this is kind of the place that you're gonna keep coming back to. You're gonna set your knees down, yeah, so that your hips are kind of falling without your torso. So you're not coming down like in a push-up. You're letting your legs come down first. Knees touch the ground, then your thighs, then your hips, and then you just kind of let your body fall through. My recommendation is keep your hands up here so that you can use them to push off the ground, to move forward on the next one. So, start from a push-up, I let my body fall. When I get down to here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna round my body. So I do this. Yeah. So the idea is that I'm carrying momentum from my legs to my torso. So the last part, once I can drop my hips and roll through this, is once my weight starts to get into my hands and my legs are up, I'm gonna bring my legs back to the ground, and I'm gonna use the momentum from my legs to help push my body up to the top. So from a push-up position, it looks like this. Drop the knees, drop the hips, roll forward, kick the feet, push up with the hands. You come back to a push-up position. So, I'm glad I didn't hit my laptop. That would be terrible. Start over here. Cool. Now, backwards. To go backwards, what you want to do is, so to me, it's a little bit more intimidating because now your face is hitting at the ground. Because ideally, you want to catch on your chest, yeah, and roll through this. Not on your face, but your face is very close to the ground. So just be aware of that. I would recommend trying this with your head to the side till you're confident in it. So the same idea of kind of rolling applies. The way I would recommend like starting training for this is to put your hands down, bring your body to the floor, and then kind of kick off your feet or your knees and feel your body roll through like that. So what I'm doing is I'm putting both of my arms very tight to my body. So I'm supporting my body with my triceps, really like squeezing in really tight here. And then I'm gonna kick my leg up in the air and let my neck, my face, all of this, let this come down to the floor. So here, I touch the floor. That brings me to this lovely mermaid position. From there, I just let my legs fall back down till I get back to start. So from here, my legs go down, I push up. Once I get here, I'm gonna use my feet to kick my legs back off the ground because I want my legs to come up higher than my head so my head comes up and then my legs come up. So once I get to here, I'm gonna kick my feet up, bring them back down. Yeah, so you have this moment at the end where your body's like this. Yeah, that's where you get the kick from, in your feet. And you should be able to, from the bottom to the top. So that gives you 2, hopefully new things to try. 3, if you count the worm forward and backwards as 2 separate things. Just something to practice. You need about as much space as your body can hold, as your room can hold, as far as distance of your body. So if you can get into like one straight line, vertically or like horizontally, longitudinally, latitudinally across your room, then should work out pretty well. For the tripod headstand, if you want to, you can get like if you're afraid of falling, like somersaulting over because you don't have a lot of room, you can put like some pillows or something up. That way, if you roll forward, you're rolling on some pillows. I just wouldn't recommend putting your head on a pillow to start with. Do it on like a softer floor, but again, don't put yourself on a surface that's not sturdy. Are you gonna make your guest appearance before the end of this video? Which is like now.
Hey.
All right, you guys have fun. See you soon. Keep dancing.